I'm César Lavalle, and today I will present my research, Migration, Processes of Subjectivation and the Constitution of Worlds. This research analyzes the migration processes from peripheral countries to European countries from the perspective of Foucaultian biopolitics. It operates an policy that leaves the migrant on the fringes of state protection, and he or she ends up dying or living precariously in detention camps on the borders of Europe. The first objective was to investigate how the biopolitics employed in relation to poor migrants is based on the processes of globalization and depoliticization of the world. To establish possible relationships between the processes of subjection and subjectivation in the work of Michel Foucault and the philosophical meaning of Arendtian and Heideggerian inspiration of exile or of existence as an exit from oneself and transformation of oneself, pointing out how this exit to other spaces, but also the unfolding of a collective identity, involves the possibility of living in another world. The research is developed by means of the bibliographic research method being carried out the reading of Michel Foucault's philosophical production during the 70s and the 80s, as well the concepts present in Hannah Arendt's The Human Condition and Etienne Tassin's concepts of mundialization and xenopolitics. To contextualize the problem, data from UN reports were brought in, as well as reports from the international media, in order to understand what the migration issue is like in practice. The contemporary biopolitics has as background the paradigm of neoliberalism and its correlate to the economic globalization. Submitting human existence to consumerism, economic globalization intends to create an unified world in which the laws of the market govern economic, political, and even cultural relations. The question is treated as an eventual burden for developed countries which resist this migratory reality by transforming their migratory policy into a migratory police, since they close the borders or criminalize the migrants who enter their territory. The data gathered in the research points out how contemporary politics has become a xenopolitics, since it operates in a securitarian way and does not plan to produce a cosmopolitical reality, that is, a place where the different political worlds can live together. As a possible way out of this xenopolitics, there is a path that Tassin calls mundialization, which conceives a world politics in the Arendtian sense, that is, one that deals with differences and no longer subjects the migrant to a loss of self and makes it impossible for him to belong to a world. That's it.